Welcome back, everybody. This is Dune Lord, my desert-locked Ultimate Iron Man, with the goal of getting all 7 purples and the pet from the Tombs of Amasket. In the last video, we did a bunch of raiding, ending up at 100 normal mode KC. Watch that video first if you haven't already seen it, but we did get a couple purples. We got a Masori body, which is an amazing upgrade. Then we got another light bearer, and then another Masori body. In this video, I'm aiming to do a lot more raids and get some more purples, hopefully even a new collection log slot. One of the things I'm going to be working on is increasing the invocation level and learning how to do the skull skip method at Wardens. Both of these will increase my chance of getting a purple, so I'm excited to get started with that. The first thing I'm going to do, however, is a bit of magic training. Magic is my weakest combat stat, excluding prayer, and I kind of want it to be a bit higher for TOA, pushing raid levels to potentially expert modes, and especially for if I get a shadow. So I'm going to start this video by heading to Mage Training Arena, where I can use a magic training method I recently unlocked, where I don't have to spend any money. And saving money is always a good thing. And speaking of saving money, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a super fast and effective VPN that only costs a fraction of the price of other VPNs on the market. And if you use my promo code, you can get an extra 3 months for free on top of all that. But first, let me tell you about some of the ways that you can use Surfshark. The main use of a VPN is to protect your personal identity by encrypting your data. This means nobody can track your information, view your IP address, or access any of your sensitive data, whether you're at home, connected to public Wi-Fi, or even traveling. Another amazing use for Surfshark is the ability to trick your device into thinking you're in another country, where you can take advantage of that country's streaming options. For example, I want to watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia on Netflix, but because I'm a sad little American, I can't do that. But if I use Surfshark to change my location to jolly old England, I can now watch It's Always Sunny or any other shows that my country doesn't have. And if you're worried about the security of your information, you can rest easy because Surfshark has over 3,200 servers, military-grade encryption, and 2-factor authentication. All for the low price of $239 a month for the first 25 months. And like I said before, if you use my custom link in the description with promo code xRakine, you can get an additional 3 months for free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Get Surfshark today. Hello everybody, welcome back. As I'm sure you already saw in the intro to this video, we did a bunch of raiding in the last one and we got ourselves 100 KC as well as a Masori body. So we're looking pretty sick right about now, but we're getting this video started with a little bit of magic training. I took the liberty of buying 1,000 Chaos Runes off camera because that's just a lot of world hopping. We had to hop 100 worlds because you can only buy 10 Cosmic Runes per world, which is pretty lame. I suppose we're gonna head over to Mage Training Arena now and I'll show off the method. We're just gonna get right into it because the sooner we get started, the sooner we can start raiding again. I guess one thing to mention right off the bat is I can store my infinity robes inside the house and then wear some of these things, and I'll probably be able to have a lot more inventory space for this, but I don't know. This outfit looks so damn good that I think I'm just going to deal with having less inventory spaces. We got to grab ourselves another progress hat because we can't do Mage Training Arena without it. And there's the iconic Dune Lord look. Although I think we just need to have it in our inventory in order to step into the room. I don't think we actually need to wield it. But yeah, this is the method. It's going to be going into the enchantment room to train our magic because with the Lava Battle Staff, we unlock level 6 enchant, which requires 20 earth runes and 20 fire runes. So since we have unlimited both of those with the staff, all we need is 1 cosmic rune per cast, and this gives us a ton of XP and a ton of enchantment rune points, which will sustain our cosmic runes, which I'll get more into later, but I'll just show off the method for now. First thing to note, we completely ignore the dragon stones. We completely ignore the bonus. All we do is just fill up our inventory with one of the things. So I guess we just spam click it. And then if we're AFKing it, we just click it once and it'll automatically go through all of them like this. Really slow. This is the AFK method. We could also speed it up quite monumentally by just clicking through them like this. That'll speed up the XP per hour a bit, but it depends on if I want to AFK or if I have time to get more XP. Also, with the menu entry swapper plugin, I believe, we can now switch our left click on the orbs to drop, so we can drop them extremely easily like that, which is going to come in handy too. And that's pretty much the method. So once we're all out of Cosmic Runes, or we get a level or whatever comes first, I'll check back with you, and just remember that we started out with 1,000 Cosmic Runes, and then we'll keep that in mind when we go back to the shop and see if we profited Cosmic Runes or not. Also, I'm going to add the XP per hour thing right over here so you can see approximately where we're at. I think I'm going to be doing the AFK method for a little bit, so we'll see what the XP per hour with the AFK method is. Okay, you guys, I know I literally just got done saying that I was, I don't know, gonna be camping out there for a while, but I think I am actually gonna like death storage inside of Tombs of Amasket so I can have a full inventory of space, because especially if I'm doing the AFK method, the more inventory of the space, the better. If I'm doing like really fast XP, I don't need many inventory spaces, but since I'm AFKing it, I am, I think, going to death storage for this. But first, I'm gonna trade with the Rewards Guardian, and just so you can see, the only thing that it costs to buy a Cosmic Rune is 5 enchantment points. This is, I think, one of the only things where you only need 1 room's worth of points to buy them. So I can literally just like buy a bunch of Cosmic Runes like this, and you see, just like that, I already have back over 1,000 again. So as you can see, it's a totally free magic training method because the only supply that goes into it is 1 Cosmic Rune, and since we profit Cosmic Runes, it's essentially just free magic XP, which is awesome for this account. So yeah, let's go death storage and get ourselves some more inventory space. Okay, we're back. So this part is a lot less AFK because I have to click a lot more often in order to fill my inventory up. But let me show you how AFK it's going to be once we start enchanting. I also got new screen markers here. I got everything kind of adjusted a little bit different. So if I click right here in between the 2 squares, then I should just be able to double click. And then we just start enchanting, just like that. And it's super slow, super AFK, and now I can go do whatever else. My hands are literally away from the keyboard. It's by definition AFK. So the servers are garbage right now, and I just got kicked out of the enchantment room. So while I'm out, I might as well go buy some more runes. We started out with, I think, like 1,020 something Cosmic Runes, and let's see how many we can buy. Look at that, over 1,200, so I don't even know if I need to show this anymore because obviously we're profiting Cosmic Runes from this, which means theoretically unlimited magic XP without being charged for it. So this is probably the last clip where I show it off just to prove that it works, and we do in fact profit Cosmic Runes, so we're getting back into it now. And one more enchant. There's level 90 magic. You always love to see the 90 stats. We don't get anything useful out of it, but I mean, you can't really see how clean that looks. It's hiding behind the screen markers, but you know, it's cool. And this should be a magic level coming in right here. There is 91 magic. And 3, 2, last one, there's another magic level, 92. And last one, there's 93 magic. I can now enchant Zenite jewelry, maybe someday, So at this point, at a little past level 93 magic, I decided I want to get back into raiding. I have a lot of enchantment points saved up, so whenever I decide to come back here, I essentially have some Cosmic Runes stored in there waiting for me. But for now, let's head back to the pyramid. All right, we are all geared up for more Tombs of Amasket. Let's just go over where we're starting. This is the collection log from the last video. We stopped at 100 KC, as you know. 2 Masori bodies, 2 light bears, and a fang are all of our purples. I don't really know what the goal for this video is going to be. I'm just going to start by doing some raids, and we'll see what happens. The goal would be to get, hopefully, the pet, shadow, more Masori. I'll even take the ward. I'll even take a first ward just for a collection log slot, even though this is just going to end up being a high alch. But just anything new, just collection log slots. I guess that's the simplest way to put it, is let me get some collection log slots in this video. Yeah, let's get into it. I might as well show off the invocations too, since I'm already here. We're still doing raid level 150s for the time being, although I think I'm going to experiment with pushing the raid level up a little bit higher in this episode. I'm just going to get warmed up by doing a couple 150s like what I'm used to, but we might push like 160, 170, something like that. But here's the invocations. We got softcore run on, so 3 lives. We got these 3 on for Kefri, nothing for Zebak, feeling special for Akka, shaking things up for Baba, and then these 4 on for Wardens, and that's our 150 raid. So I'm gonna stop milking it. Let's get in there for a raid. 6 minutes and 10 seconds. I used so many supplies, so many sharks, so many restores. This was the room that my rustiness in the raid really showed the most. I don't know, it just felt awful, and hopefully we get better, because that was embarrassing. There we go. 101 KC. First raid back in like a month. Feels good to be back. Let's see if the 100s are gonna be kind to us. And it's a white light. Cache of Runes, baby. That is the first raid back. Let's keep going. 102 KC, surely a purple. Hearts up for good luck. We're gonna milk this purple, and I'm gonna take this time to promote my Twitch account. I'm live on Twitch right now. If you want to see the purples live on stream, head over, link in the description. Do we get a purple? We don't. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. We can still get a pet, but probably not, and definitely not.
Nothing.
All right, everybody, the time is finally here. We're gonna be bumping up the raid level from 150 to, I believe 180 is what we're going for, because we ran some numbers and I'm pretty sure that raid level 180 is the highest that I can get it and still do a 4 down at Wardens for like the core phase, because pretty much anything after 4 down, like if it turns into a 5 down, the whole raid just gets a lot slower and a little bit more inefficient. Whatever we can do to keep it at a 4 down with our invocation level is what we're going to be doing. So I think 180 is the highest I can do. I talked to some other people about this, and I think what we settled on is I'm going to turn on blood magic for xRakine. So we're gonna do, this one just turns on blood magic, and this one just splits the blood magic into 3 smaller things. So this one's pretty much free. This one's gonna be a little bit harder to deal with, but it should be fine, especially since xRakine is the first boss that we fight. Even if we mess up, the reset isn't that bad because it's not a big time loss. And the other one I'm gonna turn on is Mind the Gap for Baba. We'll show that off in a second, but that is what we're gonna be turning on. Mind the Gap and blood magic for xRakine. And we are now doing a raid level 180. We're gonna do some tests. I haven't actually done any tests for this, so if it works, then good. If it doesn't work, we'll make some changes, but if it does work, then we're gonna do a couple raids like this and get used to it. But yeah, let's try out the level 180 raid. Okay, we're going into xRakine. So we're gonna drink the combat potion, we're gonna go in, and we're gonna vulnerability to drain its defenses like normal, and then we'll test it out. We know xRakine's gonna do a blood attack when he like glows with blood around his character or whatever. That's when we know we need to start praying mage. So just flick the prayers like normal. See, he just did it. He attacked me with mage, and I can go back to range just like that. But yeah, pretty much that's how we deal with the just general magic attack, is every time we see the blood pop out around him, we just pray mage. And then, yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, here's another blood attack, and there's the blood spawns. So essentially here, we just run away. I'm just gonna waste ticks here. I could be ranging while I do this, but I'm just gonna waste the ticks, and eventually they'll die, and that's how we deal with those. Yeah, those are literally the only 2 changes right there, so it should be pretty easy. There we go. 7.5 minutes xRakine. Oh my god, that's so much longer. Oh, that added like 3 minutes to the fight. I'm gonna credit that to the higher defense and hit points of the boss, but also like the fact that I was kind of running around just avoiding damage a lot instead of doing damage to the boss. But either way, that's kind of ridiculous that it added that much time. But I'm just telling myself it's for the better purple chance. It's for the better purple chance. And there is Kefri dead. And there's Akka completed. All right, we're here at Baba, and one of the biggest changes is we have Mind the Gap on. 2 points during the fight, you get thrown to the back of the room, and then that's when the boulder phase starts. Pretty much I cannot be inside of these tiles right here, because I'll get thrown straight into the gap and be instantly killed. So essentially what that means is every time I get to the threshold of 2/3 health and 1/3 health, like when it triggers the boulder things, I need to be on these tiles that I marked or to the side. So pretty much just be in this section or this section, and I'll be safe because it'll throw me back into these rocks instead of into the pit. So that's the only thing I need to do, is just be aware of the phases shifting over. So I know I'm already gonna die to this like a couple times, like just because I'm not paying attention or I forget that the invocation's on, but we'll see, we'll see. And there we go. Baba's done. We did not die to Mind the Gap. So moving on to Wardens for the first time. Let's hope we can get a 4 down on the core phases. All right, so we are here at Wardens. The main thing that's changing, like I said, is we need to make sure that we do the core down properly in order to keep it as a 4 down instead of making it go to a 5 down. And the way we do that is by using our Dragon 2-hand sword finally to its full potential, which is using it as a last hit weapon. Now it has less melee strength than the Fang, but keep in mind that the Fang doesn't hit its max hit it only hits its true max hit when you're using the spec. So when I'm out of spec, the Dragon two-hand has a higher max hit than the Fang without the spec. So pretty much we're going to be using the Fang for its specs, and then we use the Dragon two-hand as just a last hit weapon because it's so slow. It wouldn't make sense to use this as just like our main weapon. So I don't know if that really made sense, but pretty much that's all you need to know is we're going to be dropping our specs with the Fang and then poking it until we last hit with the Dragon two-hand sword. I'll show you what that means when we get there, but let's just get this fight started and yeah, wish me luck. All right, this is gonna be the first core down right here. So we need to do 4 specs and then last hit on the 5th hit. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a last hit. Just like that. On the 2nd down, we do our last hit on the 6th attack. On the 3rd down, it's on the 8th attack. And on the last down, you should be good to just poke it to death, sending it into phase 3. There we go. 114 KC and my first level 180 raid. Let's do some math real quick and see what my purple chance is, because it says it's 2.3 down there. Okay, so it's about a 1 in 43 chance of me getting a purple compared to 1 in 50 from the 150. So it's more likely. Let's see what we get. Never lucky. And it's one of the worst chests I've ever seen in my life. Well, at least we confirmed that we can do level 180 raids consistently. So I might do a couple more of these, and then I will probably start messing around with skull skipping, but for now, let's just do a couple more of these raids. There's 115 KC, the second raid level 180 that we've done. Looks like these raids are taking about an hour, so they are definitely longer, but you know, the increased purple chance is gonna make it worth it. And also, I think we're gonna try skull skipping in the next raid, so since I'm already here, I'm just gonna mark the tiles. So give me a second. So pretty much I'll show the skull skip method once we get into the next raid, but these are the tiles that we have marked for. It looks a little ugly, but it's just efficient. So let's see if we get a purple. It is a white light, but that's fine because we're gonna get the pet right here. I've manifested it and it's an elite clue. Sending it into phase 3 and we're gonna be attempting a skull skip for the first time. Apparently it's pretty straightforward, but we'll see. If I mess up, I like instantly die, so it's not really a good, you know, there's not a lot of room for error here. So when the skulls come out, I equip my staff and I just start spam clicking on the skull. And it worked perfectly. My God, that was satisfying. It's gonna get a lot harder as we go on because there's gonna be like, you know, the boulders falling on me and stuff, and we'll have to dodge more stuff, but you know, should hopefully be fine. Should hopefully be just like that. And we get a lot more damage that we can deal to the boss, which means that our unique chance will be way higher by the end of the raid than the last two. Perfect. Now this next one's gonna be a lot sketchier because Baba's gonna spawn and start dropping boulders on us. So we gotta be dodging the boulders while we're skull skipping. Let's see how it goes. Perfect. And here's the last one. Perfect once again. Looks like we did all 4 of them. So as long as we can do that every single raid without dying, then our purple chance is going to be way higher. We'll do the math for what our purple chance is after this raid once I finish it. But yeah, I'm glad that we got it down. Or I don't even know if we got it down, but we did it successfully. And that's all that really matters. There we go, 116 KC. And we're finishing off at 2.43% unique chance, which I'm gonna do the math real quick. That's a 1 in 41 chance of getting a purple. So I think the last time it was like a 1 in 43, so it's just a little bit more common for us to get a purple. Not for much extra effort. So yeah, let's see what we get.
Nothing.
But the white light doesn't matter because at least we got knowledge. We got the method down for, well again, I keep saying we got it down. We've only done it once, but we successfully did skull skip all 4 times. Yeah, between bumping the invocation level up and doing skull skip, I think we're gonna see a purple pretty soon. That might just be copium, but we'll see. I'm drinking ambrosia. Got a little sketch there. There we go, 117 KC. We got the 180 done. We got the skull skip done. Oh my god, a 2.52 unique percent chance is like a 1 in 39.7. So we got like a 1 in 40 chance of getting a purple here. The odds have never been higher. But of course, the light is white, and that's all right. Wow, that is one of the chests of all time. Or good, or whatever, I don't know. I like coffee a lot. What?! I am seething. Can I just hit this last hit, please? One more hit, there we go. 118 KC. We did die to Baba, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get a purple, although, you know, we still have a really good unique chance, but it is a white light. And from the chest, we get a thread. Would you look at that? Let's see, that is thread number 5. I still wish there was a better use for these besides just upgrading the rune pouch, especially since you can get multiples of them. I mean, you know, let me combine multiple threads into a rune pouch or something. Please, why not? What do you got to lose? Let me recolor my infinity into Eladinus colored robes and get a prayer bonus with them or something. I don't know. Just make them useful instead of just destroying them like this. Very sad. So Twitch chat has told me that I need to start raiding with a pet. So of course, being the follower that I am, I'm gonna listen to them. Let's say hi to James for the first time in a while, give him a little scratch behind the ears. But we are going to bring the Calphi Princess into Tombs of Amaskia with us. I would bring James, but you know, there's a really small chance that we could technically lose the pet here. It's probably not possible because I do softcore run in these raids, so I don't really wipe and lose a pet, but hey, if there's even a small chance I could lose the cat, then I can't get it back from Ardoin like I can with this guy, so this will be our pet. 128 KC, the very first raid with the Calphi Queen pet following us. Let's see if the Calphi Queen brings any luck. Let's find out. And it's a white light, no. Make sure I have inventory space, because if I have a pet following me and I get a pet from the chest, then it'll go to my inventory. But if my inventory's full, who knows what'll happen. No pet, no happiness, just depression. Maybe the next raid, maybe it takes a minute. Maybe it has like a, you know, some kind of delay on it. Dude, get me out of here. What? Am I dead? Dude, the yellow click really messed me up there. About a 1 in 40 chance for a purple. Will the KQ pet bless us with some luck? Maybe the first time was a fluke. Maybe this is the one we needed. Hearts up. It's just never gonna happen, is it? It's just never gonna happen.
Nothing.
All right, everybody. We have a thieving level coming in right here. 81. Do you have any idea what this means? We can now enter the 7th room of Pyramid Plunder, and to celebrate, I think we're going to. Never been here on this account before. This is the first, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I was just recharging my scepter, realized I was close to the level, so I decided to finish it off. So yeah, first time in the 7th floor, and now we have access to this every time we need to charge our scepter, which should make it a lot easier. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I ended up on a pretty big dry streak here. So what I'm gonna do is skip through over 40 hours of white chests and get to what you guys really wanna see. Oh my god, it's a purple! We finally got one on stream! Oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy! It exists! It finally exists, we got a purple. We've done hundreds of raids on stream without a purple, and we finally got one. Okay, let's see. I would love to have anything new, preferably Masori chaps or mask, or the shadow maybe. All right, let's open it. Oh, okay. It's new, you guys, it's new. I'll take it. It could have been a ring. It could have been anything that's not new. The log slot is very much appreciated. Aw, yeah, baby. So we got the log slot, which is cool. The downside to it, though, is that we can't wear it. It requires 80 prayer, which we do not have, and we will never have. We can't even get the satisfaction of wearing it. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There's a plugin called the Fashionscape plugin that lets you pretty much wear any item in the game. So just for you guys, no, they don't even have the... The untrimmed one. There, whatever. Pretend that that's what we look like. This item is actually going to be an ALK because we can never use it, and it's actually 3 million GP, which is pretty cool. So that'll be nice for shadow charges in the future, and yeah, I could spend the time to get 80 prayer to wield it, but I would rather spend that time, instead of going for 80 prayer, I'd rather just spend the time doing raids and getting the shadow, because the shadow will make the ward obsolete anyway. We can't even wear it, but we're gonna go ALK it right now. It's just good to see a purple, man. I'm happy. I'm happy about this. And you know what's funny is we died this raid, so I guess I can never say, if I die to like Akka or something, I can never say that, well, there goes my chance of getting a purple, because clearly it doesn't work that way. So that's kind of cool. We did die to Akka just because, you know, Akka sucks. Gonna buy myself a, oh, I can't even buy a nature rune in this world, dude, it's cringe. Okay, we're gonna buy ourselves a nature rune, and we hardly got to know this Elidinus' ward. Let me just put on the full mage setup. So this would give us a prayer bonus, which would be nice for any form, not even just mage. The 3% magic damage would be insane. The defense bonuses are better than the tome, but no point of grinding out 80 prayer when we could just go for the shadow instead. So hardly knew it, but it's gonna be 3 mil to the cash stack. And this is what we're gonna do with every single ward that we get. So there it goes. But that's looking pretty good, huh? Not too bad. I was starting to think that this video wasn't gonna have any purples in it, so thank God we got one. Especially one that's new to the collection log. Now we just need the Masori Mask, the Masori Chaps, the Tumican Shadow, and the Pet in order to complete TOA on this account. We did about 30 more hours of raiding after the ward, but we didn't get any more purples. And I ended up running out of ammo after KC 197, so I headed down to the Sophanum dungeon to begin grinding for some more smithing supplies. And that's where the progress stops for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and be sure you're subscribed, because let's just say I plan on becoming an expert at TOA in the next video. I'll see you guys next time. Also, a big shout out to the channel members. In the Dune Legends tier, we have Ia and Musha, much love to the two of them. In the Dune Lords tier, we have Icarus, Grimzoso, Jacob P, Josh Funderburg, and Humorbot. And in the Dune Lads tier, we have Cannon, Weirdo, Kai, and Bash T. Thank you all very much, and if you want to find out more about channel memberships, click the join button down below next to the subscribe button. And one last thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. This wouldn't be possible without their support. Thank you all, and see you guys next time.